What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We've got a fun event today. I don't think I've ever made a video on this, but today we are doing Shadow Legion, guys. This is going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to try to maximize my points on this one. I normally just kind of let it run, and I'm pretty high power, so I usually can beat it without trying. I'm actually going to reinforce quite a few cities today, help my other alliance members finish this event up. For anybody new here, my name is Svet. I'm talking about the mobile game Rise of Kingdoms, which is an awesome mobile game for Apple and Android where you can build up your armies and fight other players in events like KVK. If you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Huge thank you to all of you for subscribing. I hit 1,000 subscribers. Finally, it's been a fun time putting out content for you guys. I love showing you how I play my account in my alliance and in my kingdom, 1846. All right, guys, so looks like Shadow Legion has begun. Gonna start with some just basic tips here. One of which is very, very easy, but nobody really talks about it that much, and it is super easy to forget. The first thing you want to do is scout somebody just to get the War Frenzy buff on your city. Obviously, you're not going to attack anyone, and usually in a kingdom when most people are going to do Shadow Legion within a couple days of each other, people will understand that you are, gonna scout them. It doesn't mean anything, but you do get the extra buff, guys. For anyone unfamiliar, the buff you get from it, War Frenzy, is I want to say 15% attack or something. I don't think you get extra defense, but I do think you get attack. Another tip, guys, is definitely look for a rune. The rune that I got here today was 10% defense. That's the best one that you're going to find pretty much. You definitely want to have as much defense on your city as possible. Another thing, guys, you do want to do is pop a buff. Normally, most of us are going to have a lot of these 5% buffs. As you can see, I have 714 of the 12-hour 5% defense buff. Definitely not worth it to use a 10% buff on something like this, guys. But these 5% ones, you should have a ton of them, so why not just pop it, right? Lastly, what you want to do is make sure you have the right garrison commanders, guys. And, maybe not lastly, maybe this is just something you double check a lot of times before you get started. This is by far the most important thing for this event, is who your garrison captains are going to be. I am more of an offensive player, so for me, I am still rocking the old school Charles YSG garrison. Still really, really good for stuff like Shadow Legion. They're definitely not something I would want to have as a garrison and take a rally from some of these newer, meta commanders that are coming out. Attila Takeda would absolutely wreck my garrison, so I'm not usually going to take any rallies in this day and age from other players. But for Shadow Legion, guys, Charles YSG is still really, really good. And then, of course, when you have specific commanders, you do want to make sure you have the right gear on them. So what I did was, for Charles, I put as much defense-oriented stuff on him as I could. I've got the Helm of the Conqueror, which is great for defense. I've got this shield right here, which is giving me 10.5% defense. Windswept just gives me a good 6% defense there. The gloves are hitting me with 7.5%. So guys, I went for as much defense and or health as possible. I do have the Shio's Return Boots procced as well, so I'm getting another 10.5% defense from him. Also have a procced amulet, which is really, really good for Charles because he already does a lot of counterattack damage. Then the coin to just make him extra, extra tanky for these marches that are coming in. The main strategy for this, guys, was I wanted to be able to reinforce other cities with as much troops as I possibly can. So I want my Charles to be as efficient as possible because I'm going to reinforce other cities with cav. Just to take a quick look here, infantry health 21%, which is really, really good. And then what else? Infantry defense 39%. So that's really, really good also. Really pumped about this setup here for my wall. And other than that, I am just going to reinforce a bunch of people's cities. And like I said, I'm going to do it with cav. So I'm going to do my fastest cav rallies that I can do. And I have the most troops of a type that I have are cav. So I've got a ton of those. And those are also not my garrison specific ones. So I'm going to fill people up with my cav. You can see my troop count here, guys. I've got just under 1.5 million infantry, 1.75 nearly cav, and then 1.25-ish archer. So I've got the most cav for sure, and my garrisons are both infantry and archer commanders. So for me, it's like, okay, I'll just send a few 100,000 cav or maybe 600,000 or 700,000 cav into other people's cities to help boost their defense for this game mode, and that way we can get the most points as possible. If you guys have never done this event before, it's really, really cool. So it comes up in 25 waves. Each wave of the Shadow Legion forces gets harder and harder and harder. The goal is obviously to beat the top level, being level 25. What you're going to see here, guys, is, like I said, normally for me, I don't really have any issues beating this because my power is so high. I have so many troops in my city, and Shadow Legion doesn't really come at you with anything great in terms of, like rally. So, like, right, look at it's Joan that's hitting me right here. So for me, it's really not something I have to focus on, but I do want our alliance to do as good as possible. So I'm going to keep reinforcing the people that are around me over and over and over again. And I'll refresh my troops, here and there. Let's see, Joker could use some help already as well. And so right now, guys, I'm reinforcing 4 of my friends of city in my alliance. So they're close to me. I said, hey, if you guys need help, port next to me and I'll fill your cities with at least a couple 100,000. And then we'll go from there. I think I'm basing it based on power, and I think Joker's probably going to need the most help that's close to me. Strap should be fine at 81 million power. Joker's probably going to need it the most because still rocking the Sunny, which is obviously a really, really good garrison for epic commanders, but, when you get up to the higher levels here of Shadow Legion, it does make it more difficult. One thing as well, guys, is make sure that you continue to scout an enemy so that you continuously get that buff from having the War Frenzy. I'll double check what the actual buff is. I want to say it's attack, so it helps, but it's, you really want as much defense as possible in this. Warrington should be okay. Barbaros, maybe. Let's send one more there. So right now, guys, I have 1 million of my cav out, helping other players finish this, which for right now is completely fine. When I get up to level 24, 25, I'll probably start to pull some of this back, and we'll see how long these other players can make it. But for now, I'm going to leave everything in their cities. And as soon as I start to see maybe one player struggle more than another, I'll definitely put more troops into that person's city. For now, everybody does seem to be holding fine. And guys, biggest things here, make sure you're first and foremost, make sure you have the best garrison that you have. You want to have, Charles YSG, Sunny YSG, any commanders that have specific skills for watchtower damage, city defense, anything like that. Skill damage is also really, really nice to have as well. Your Richard would probably be okay. Also, if you had Sunny Richard or Charles Richard, that would probably be okay as well. Charles YSG is really, really good. And that's my favorite garrison. That's the best garrison that I have. So that's what I go with. And to me, that's even as a really, developed player or developed account, that's still doable for events like this. And so far, we haven't had anybody go down. We still are obviously only on wave 7 completed. So, Alliance points, 87 million right now. None of the other major alliances have done it. So, oh wow. So total alliance points, we're looking at 450. I don't recall what a winning score would be. I know it's obviously going to be in the billions. And we want to do as much as we can to get as many players in our alliance as possible to finish the event. Now, the rewards for just completing up to level 25 are really, really good. Here. Oh, is it just based on how many points you get? Oh, yeah, it is. So the rewards you get for it are really, really good. Then you can just add basically some on top of ranking within your alliance. You get a lot more from your individual rewards than you do from your alliance. But guys, even getting top 10 is still okay. You get 4 more of those chests, which is great. Obviously, you want as much as possible. The 10 keys here are really, really nice. And then the additional 10 chests are really good as well. You get some pretty good equipment materials from these chests, so obviously you want to do as good as you can. And if you're a huge player and you don't have time to do it, it is something that you can kind of just put a good garrison in and just hang out and take it, and you'll do fine. You'll get all the individual rewards. But again, your alliance score can boost your rewards, so you want to help out other players as much as possible. How are we doing? Do we have any failures yet? Let's see. Wave 9 completed, 155 out of 155. That is great. 155 people in the alliance, guys. So when you see Wave 9, 155 out of 155 completed, that means everybody in the alliance beat it. So far, we're doing well. Alliance points are up to 581. And so Momo right here is rocking Richard. Who else do you got there? Richard Charles, so that's a good one. That's definitely really, really tanky. Does a few things. So I can refresh my marches in certain people's cities. This one needs to be added to, I think. So as soon as this one's done, I gotta go help here. I'm gonna refresh that, get him here. Who else needs to refresh? Illuminati. Okay, so as soon as that one gets kind of in a safe spot, I'm gonna get out of there and refresh. Damn. Damn. I gotta try to help. Can Barbaros take it? That should be fine there. I definitely want to refresh that at one point. Let me get this one refreshed as well. Who's in there? Need to get that one refreshed. It's a little complicated, no doubt, right? Let me get in here. Another thing too is like distance can help you. And what I mean by that is the distance that you are from the Dark Fortress where these spawn from. So Joker's kind of having a hard time because one, the power's a little bit low here, for example, but also Joker's going to get hit with, multiple at a time sometimes if you don't take down the initial March 1st. So that hurts a little bit as well. Not the end of the world though, guys. It might make a little bit of a difference to sometimes maybe a significant difference, but your biggest thing here is you just want to have as much troops as possible inside of your city and make sure you have the best garrison with the best gear that you can and that you've grabbed a rune, popped a buff. Those are all things that you can do to get a higher score in this event. Being good at verification rewards can help as well. Frickin' Lilith. Okay, what do we got? Stuff some in there. All right. So everybody's holding okay. Let's see if we've had anybody go down. Strap's going to be fine again. So level 12 was beat by everybody, and now we're on level 13. I'm going to refresh here for Jokers. Not a good idea. Definitely, guys, as well, you can hit these in the field, but you're going to do a lot better if you join somebody's city, reinforce somebody's city, rather than hitting them from the side. You're just going to do a lot better when you're with a much larger, like garrison or troop count, basically. So that's the way to go for sure. But like me, if you want to help out and, with 2 marches, you put one in the city and then bring another one to fight in the field. I'm going to check my hospital briefly. So 48 minutes, not bad. All right, what's going on up here? I need to get some in there for sure. All right, so I think we're doing okay. Let's take a look. Beat wave 13, so everybody beat wave 13. It's starting to get a little dicey here, though. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm trying to keep Joker in as much as possible. And Barbaros, too. They're pretty similar in power, so... Joker's got to put the troops in the city, though. I don't like that. Come on. And maybe I can make it over here to Barbaros. Yeah, they're doing well. Not bad. Let's see. Barbaros is doing Sunny YSG, so that's a really, really good one as well. My kill is doing Guan YSG. That's interesting, but wow, seems to be working really, really well. Oh no. Okay. Joker's gonna struggle on this level 15 right here. Mine should be okay. We'll keep an eye on mine. 15's, I think, a little bit where it starts to get a little difficult. Fine. Okay, that's good. See if we can save Joker here. It does not look like it. So that's the first fall right there, unfortunately, that I've seen on my screen at least. I'm going to try to reinforce ASAP. They'll get one more chance to try to beat this, so... Need to refresh that. Tearing it up. Doing pretty good. Struggling a little bit, huh? Nice. Joker's going to beat 16. So even though Joker went down on that level 15, they beat the second one. And now they're moving along, which I'll do what I can. Maybe I can reinforce that in time. Momo is handling it great. It's a pretty good garrison. Charles, I think Richard is what Momo had on this one. A lot going on here, right, guys? Oh no, hopefully I can get there in time to help. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. We all beat what? We beat 16, so that's good. We're working on 17 now. And still, guys, even with putting a million cav out into other people's cities, I'm able to handle mine so far without an issue. So, you know, once you get over like 80 million, guys, it's a pretty easy event to beat if you have a good garrison, because you just have so many troops in your city. But in this kind of situation, I'm really pumped that I have so many troops because I can help all these people around me and just potentially get those extra rewards from the alliance rewards. So how are we looking? Warrington's doing fine. Tearing it up is crushing. What level is that? Level 17. Great. She's got to beat the 17 before the 18 gets there, though. Else that's going to get complicated. We're working on 18. 17 was completed. That seems to be going okay. Sweet. Here come the 18s on Joker. That's great. Joker should be okay here. I'm refreshing that. Let me see what else I can do in the meantime. Joker's gonna make it. That's great. What did I just get? What was that? What kind of victory did I just get? Was that an achievement of some sort? That's cool. Gotta keep him rolling. Oh no. Are we looking up here? Maybe I'll send one to help here as well. Send one army to attack. Okay, so I can only attack one in the field at a time, which is fine. Oh no, Joker's gonna take the 19 and the 20 at the same time. It's not gonna happen. That's rough. We'll do what we can, right? But I don't think it's gonna work out here. Definitely going to take down that 19 at least, which is a good start. So Joker's now, I think, going to have a second attempt. Ah, we lost one. Wave 18, we lost Maestro Killer. So we're down one coming into the last 6 levels here, which is sweet. Momo could use a little help. What did I just say? I don't want to do that. Things are starting to get a little complicated. It's starting to look like, for me, I probably need to keep a lot of my troops in my city to finish this one off. City's currently under attack. Okay. Oh, was I getting doubled? Is that why? Yeah, I had the 20 and the 21 at the same time. Barbaros as well. Man, see, distance might make a huge difference, because if you can be far enough away, it makes it that much easier to beat one and then have time to reset your garrison, like health-wise. So that's something to think about for sure. Near death. Okay. Jumping in with Illuminati here. The My Kill Guan YSG garrison seems to be doing really well. The skill damage is off the charts. I think Warrington should be fine. Let's see who's still in. Barbaros is out. That sucks. Joker's out. I think Terran's out too. Okay, so I got 3 people reinforced. The closest ones, that keeps it easy. Yeah, Strap's doing fine. 81 million should be okay. Might need some help here. Now mine's coming in, level 22. We're getting close, guys. Troop attack for 3%, not 15. Jesus, that would be great. 3%, whatever. Get back in there. All right, so we're hanging out. While I'm not fighting, let's hit the heal. It's never been a full, I've never been, you know, over an hour of healing, so they don't really do a whole lot of severely wounded. Let's see, how many players do we have left? We have 147 that are fighting wave 23 right now. So we started at 155, obviously full alliance, and we're at 147, so we've only had 8 people fail so far. That's pretty good. Oh, this looks dicey. Come on. What I can do real quick is swap. Keep that full as much as possible. Do the same thing with this. Come on. We got you, Momo. Ooh, it's close. That's wild. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, baby. Come on. Let me refresh that. Go home. Ah, the 24 hit at the same time. That's tough. Tough choice. I don't know what I maybe should have done there. Oh, the second one just hit too for Terran. Dang. Dang, everybody went down there. Let's see, that was level 24. We have 146 left, so we're going to get another chance or two on some of these people that just went down. Here as well. Okay, beautiful. Does Terran get one more or no? Terran's done. Okay. Dark's doing really well. We're on the final level here. See you guys attacking from not inside a city. My march just gets wrecked. Oh, 8th. Guess I didn't click the button. Eighth is probably really good, actually. Chandra, 8th Chandra was the auto combo right there. That's interesting. Who else is up here? Dark should be okay. We'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we go reinforce that one. I'm going to be fine, so let's see who needs help right here. Everybody's looking good. The Guan YSG is doing weirdly well. I mean, the skill damage is obviously off the charts. That one's going to make it too. How are we looking? 141 out of 155 have a chance to finish at least. Beautiful. That's not too shabby. We might be able to win this one. Come on, Momo. I think it's going to be okay. Team effort right there. Look at that. Yeah, we're going to get it. All right. Well done, squad. I think that's it. How many? A bunch of people didn't get it. 7.5 billion points, though. It seems pretty good. We'll see how the other alliances do. All right, guys, so that was Shadow Legion. Again, just to review, 7.5 billion points for Light It Up. I got all the levels done. I was able to reinforce a ton of people. Individual points, 69 million, guys. That's good. So each Shadow Legion unit killed, 1 point. So I did very, very well reinforcing. I had, again, the tips, guys, are make sure you have the right garrison, the right gear on your garrison commander. Get a rune if you can. Always go into War Frenzy by scouting someone in your kingdom. Pop at least a 5% defense buff. If you can, one other thing you could do was get Duke. That's going to give you 10% defense buff as well if you have that title while you're doing this. Probably pretty sought after for this event, though, so I would imagine that you can't get that, but you can do all of these other things, guys, that are going to help you get a better score. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about how I kind of handled this event and how I did, protecting my teammates and helping them get to the finish line in this event. Really appreciate all the support, guys. If you haven't yet, drop that subscribe. Definitely going to keep trying to grow this channel and put out content for you guys. We've got KVK coming up in probably about a month. It's going to be another mega KVK with a bunch of Imperium Kingdoms, just like my last one. And I'm going to be all over showing you guys the fighting from that KVK. So like I said, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you can see all the content as it comes out and when I do my live streams. Going to have a whiskey and wheel on reset tomorrow. We're going to be doing the William wheel 2 times. So we're going to do the 124 spins or whatever it is, guys, all tomorrow night. So thanks again for tuning in. Shadow Legion was a blast. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Later, guys.